guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you guys can see, we are going to be reviewing a ton of Milani makeup. So they sent me pretty much a box full of new products that they have, and they all look like they're going to be amazing. I absolutely love Milani products. They gave me blushes, concealers, new powders. These two palettes that they sent over are so gorgeous. I can't wait to use them. And also, I am going to be testing out this foundation as well. I'm going to split them up in two different videos though. I'm not sure which video I will put up first, but either way, it's the Super Stay foundation. I'm going to wear all these products all day. I'll let you guys know if I think you should try these. They also sent some brushes. But yeah, if you want to see these Milani products in action, then just keep on watching the video. All right, so going in and trying these new products. So I've already done my foundation and I am using the Maybelline Super Stay, which I'm also reviewing for you guys in another video. I will let you guys know my thoughts, but this is why I'm looking Oompa Loompa-y, if you're wondering. The color was a little too dark, but we will make that work. And it's not so much that it's dark, it's just there is an orange undertone to it. Anyway, so we are going to conceal, and Milani sent over these two concealer palettes, and this one is Correcting, Conceal and Perfect, Balance Correct Perfect, and this one is just the medium to dark. So I am going to use this, drown out these dark circles, and it says light pink brightens dark areas, green neutralizes appearance of redness, peach diffuses discoloration, and yellow masks dullness. So I think I'm going to use light pink and the peach because my eyes need to be brighter and they have some dark circles. I'm just going to use my finger and I'm going to take the light pink and just work that on my finger. It feels super creamy, not like a heavy creamy, normal creamy. Apply that under there. Oh, that actually is covering more than I thought it would. So putting that, and then I'm also going to use that dark peach color. I'm going to use a different finger. Get that on there, and I'm going to mix the two together. They feel really creamy though. A thicker, creamier. I didn't think it would be this thick or show up that thick on my eyes. I'll also put it on my lids. But it's drying down fairly quickly. I'm going to open up the other one and put the actual color on top of it, which is this one. And I'm just going to use my middle finger. Probably use this to spot conceal if you had a blemish or something. Oh, that actually is covering nicely. Those colors look great on top of each other. Okay, and I'm going to take this beat up beauty blender and blend that. I feel like it's giving me a full coverage look. Products that I have to dip my finger into usually aren't my favorite though, but this one's not that bad. First impression of these, they are much thicker than I thought they would be, and they actually do some coverage. They also sent these loose powders. They are absorbs oil and illuminates, and this is a translucent powder, medium to deep. So I'm sure this is a setting powder. I don't want to use that because they also sent these. They are a Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof powder, which I'm going to use to set my face. Actually, I'll probably use a darker one to conceal and use this radiant powder to set my entire face. So this is the shade number 4, and it says it absorbs and illuminates. Absorbs oil and illuminate. Ultra fine translucent loose powder locks in makeup. Non-chalky advanced formula smooths the look of fine lines and imperfections. Designed to work on most skin tones. Just gonna sweep this. I'm not really gonna bake underneath my eyes because this stuff is really, it was really thick. And this is what it looks like inside. You take the sticker off and then you're supposed to dial. I'm gonna pour some of that powder into the cap. It doesn't look very translucent. It looks like there's some color to it. And let's see how it goes onto the face. It says it's ultra fine. Oh no! What is that? Oh no, what is that? Okay, so when you dip that in, you're gonna wanna really dust it off. Oh no, you guys, I don't know about this powder. Oh no, I don't think so. Oh no. I just feel like it made my problem areas look so much worse. All right, so I had to put the autofocus on, so you're gonna hear that little chirping because I'm gonna come up real close. And it says that it's ultra fine and that it illuminates, but the illuminating part of it is what's making my skin look worse. It looked much better before I applied that. And it's not, the illuminating parts of it is just not, it's not finely milled enough for it to go on top of your skin. And like even in the areas that don't have the bumps, it just, you saw when I initially put that on my forehead. I just feel like it gave my skin texture versus giving it a more smooth appearance. Ooh, so not to this one so far. It's not my favorite, but it just says most skin tones. Maybe my skin tone is too dark and I need to use the translucent medium to deep. But this has a darker shade to it and I really want something translucent to set my face, if that makes sense. But let's move on. They also sent over these powders, the medium deep and the deep profound. And this is a skin stays shine free, comfortable feel, buildable coverage, mattifying, bamboo powder absorbs oil, lily extract tightens the look of pores. So that is what I'm going to use with this. This one, number 9 deep, is a darker shade. And I'm going to use that to bronze my face. Going in with number 9, I'm just going to use a fluffy brush like this. Work that in the brush, dust it off, and put it in my bronzing areas. Oh, that powder, the very first one I put on. This powder is nice. This is actually working great as a, what is that underneath my eye? I feel like my foundation looks weird now because of that powder. Like I look like a splotchy mess. Ooh, the concealer though, if you have fine lines underneath your eyes, they are going to settle. Ooh, they're settling under my fine lines really badly. So I need to use some type of powder to set that. Oh, you guys, I feel like a mess right now. You know what? But we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going. I like this powder though. It bronzed my skin really beautifully. And the way that powder picked up on my brush was nice. It's just that first powder that I put to set my face, I feel like is just messing with the overall look. Okay, anyways, so now for my brows, I'm gonna use the Milani Stay Put Brow Pomade Pencil. And this one is in the shade dark brown, which is perfect because I'm a brunette now. Let's get in there and, oh no. Ooh, it's going on a little chunky. All right, it's okay, it's brushing out though. It's going on a little chunky. Brush is out though. I don't like that it goes on there so chunky though. So super chunky. It works. It goes on there. It glides on there, but when you are pressing down, it applies in chunks. I can't. I hate being negative, but this is not my favorite pencil. I'm gonna fix my brows. I'm gonna put some concealer on them and I'll be right back. All right, moving on to the eyes. I'm going to use these Milani Most Loved Mattes and Bold Obsessions palette. These palettes look absolutely beautiful. Let me show you. The Most Loved Mattes, I feel like they're the perfect transition shades for if you want to do a smoky eye. There's like purple eyeshadow, the orange shades, the brown shades. It's such a pretty palette. And then the Bold Obsessions has like the fun bold colors. You have warms, neutrals. I just think these are both so beautiful. I'm so interested to see how they work. And the Bold Obsession also has matte shades in them, and the mattes obviously are completely matte, so I'm going to go in with those. I'm also going to try these Milani brushes. They sent over the 3-piece travel set, crease, all over shadow, and blending. I'm interested to see if they work as such. Little baby brushes, which would be great for traveling, A, and for B, keeping them in your purse if you ever have like an eyeshadow meltdown or something. So I'm gonna go in with this brush, which is obviously the crease brush. And going in with the matte shadow, I'm going to go with this first row, the shade right here. I'm gonna mix those two together and see how those work. Oh, look at that. This actually worked really well. And this brush is working nicely too. Blending nicely. Huh. Beautiful. Same two shades, mixing them together. Huh, I'm impressed. That's actually blending very beautifully. This brush is working great too. I go in with this orange shade here, and I'm going to go right under this color and see. Oh wow, this eyeshadow palette is so impressive. Look at that. I'm gonna blend, of course, don't worry. That's beautiful. These colors are working so well. Take that same brush and these brushes. All right, Milani. Next, I'm gonna go in with this gorgeous coppery shade that's in the middle of the metallic palette. These palettes, you guys, are just so impressive. I'm using one of these foamy applicators and I'm just putting it in the center. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That is so beautiful. It's a drugstore palette. Good gravy, that's so beautiful. I'm gonna take the gold shade that's right above it and put it in the inner portion. Like, look at that. I am so impressed by this. I'm gonna take the dark brown in this shade, or in this palette. I like that there's a mix of shimmers and mattes in the Bold Obsessions. I'm just gonna put that on the outer V. I mean, you guys, these palettes, they work so great. Oh, so these palettes are actually $20. You know what? They work really well though. I will say that. I feel like I would absolutely pay for that. They work so well. Like, look at those eyes. Those shadows, they just look so great. I am loving that. All right, I'm gonna finish up my eyes, put some lashes on, and I'll be right back. All right, I got my lashes on. These are Salon Perfect 615s, and I wanted to be on camera when I highlighted my inner corner. I'm using the shimmery shade in the Bold Obsessions, and I'm just going to highlight the inner corner. Look at that, that works so well. You guys, I'm really impressed with these eyeshadow palettes. Being that they are $20, which I do feel is like super pricey for a drugstore product, it's performing like a high-end eyeshadow palette. Like, I have some high-end eyeshadow palettes that are like $45 that this one performs better at. And I know that if you get you can get these on sale with coupons, and you know how like Walgreens or CVS, wherever these are sold, are like buy one, get one. And yeah, I just feel like that looks so all right. And great. Moving on to our cheeks, I'm going to use this Romantic Rose powder blush. and it's an ultra silky soft powder blush that delivers the perfect amount of color and easily blends onto the cheeks. This is like right up my alley. A dusty shade like this for the cheeks is so perfect. Oh yeah, it's very faint. Super, super faint. I don't know if you can see that. This would look so good on pale skin tones, I feel like. Yeah, it's not showing up very vibrant on my cheeks, but you can definitely see it. It's adding a really nice color to my cheeks, especially since I have a bunch going on as far as color on my eyes. This is actually really beautiful. Up next, they also sent over these two palettes, which they're both so gorgeous. I feel like this shade, the number 2 Stellar Lights, is more geared for lighter skin tones. And I only say that just because there's like some of these look semi-frosty, and then these look more warm. And this one I'm going to use, it's the Rose Gold Stellar Lights highlight palette, and I'm going to use that on my cheeks. And they also sent over this highlighter blender brush. And I'm just going to use that. And I am going to first mix these two middle shades together. If you can see that. Oh, look at that. I went in with the light hand. Go with that middle shade. Ooh, look at that. That is super pretty. This brush is working nicely. They're super duper frosty. Kind of a little bit of a chunky highlight. And that if you have a lot of texture, this highlight will accentuate that. But it's beautiful. Let me swatch those for you quickly. These two palettes, they're not my absolute favorite highlighter ever, but I feel like for $13, that's not bad. That's what gave me this glow on my cheeks. If you have a really, really like high texture to your cheeks or something like that, then I don't know if I would recommend this one per se. But for a drugstore highlighter, I feel like my cheeks are gleaming. They look great. I really like Milani's choices of highlighters. They have lots of nice highlighting options. Moving on to the lips, I'm going to use these two lip products here. They are the Milani Luminoso and Soft Rose, and I think these are Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumpers. I'm going to apply the more nude and then the pink in the... Oh wow, look at that doe foot applicator. It's large. Oh my gosh, these feel amazing. Oh wow, and they're like, there's a vanilla taste to them, or scent. Ooh, I love how big these applicators are. And the tingling is not overpowering. Oh, I like these. So an overview of all of the products that I've used. I'm actually so impressed with so many of these. I just wanted to quickly tell you which ones I'm loving and which ones I think are worth it. So these two palettes here, I am so impressed with these. Yes, they are $20, but I'm telling you, the way that they performed, I was just blown away with, being that they are a drugstore product. And a lot of the times at these drugstores, you can find a coupon code or a buy one, get one deal. I just think these are just great for the value, and they are in a cute little package. The packaging is nice. They're not cheaply made. There's a nice heavy duty mirror in there, and the shade selection, I'm so impressed with these. And for the highlights for my cheeks, I liked them. They are $13. Between the two of them, I thought that I would like the Stellar Lights what is it, Rose Gold better, but I like the holographic beams better actually. If you have a texture to your skin, then these I don't think would cater to you that well. But as far as having an affordable option, like 3 different shades, you get quite a bit of product in here, and you want that high gleam, it does give you that. And the brush that I used, or the brushes that I used, they work so well. This highlighting brush is actually very, very good, and it's a drugstore option, foundation, so that's a plus. So I do recommend you trying these highlighters if you want to try a new affordable option. And as far as these concealer wheels go, they're not my favorite because they crease underneath my eyes so bad. But as far as the texture of them, they were creamy. They felt heavy duty. They gave me some coverage. But as far as the creasing, I can't deal with it, only because the fine lines underneath my eyes are terrible. But they were creamy and they are full coverage. You saw that they covered pretty well. So if that is something that you like the creamy texture and you like using your fingers, then I think this would be something that you might be interested in. The blush, I really liked this blush. It's a faint, everyday, no makeup type of shade. And yeah, it blends really nicely on the cheek and it's not overpowering. And yeah, I really liked that. And my favorite part, honestly, in this whole thing is the eyeshadows and these lip products. I did not expect the applicator to be so large, and I appreciate that. The texture of these are so nice. There's a mint tingling sensation to them, but it's not overpowering. And yeah, I really like these. I would absolutely recommend getting these like now. I didn't like these loose powders very well. I haven't tried the medium to deep, which would, like, you know, maybe bronze with it, but this as an all over the face powder or even under your eyes, I would not recommend at all. Instantly when I put it on my forehead, it was instant ash, and like I'm testing out this foundation right now and I feel like it gave it a weird texture and it accentuated things on my face that I didn't want it to accentuate. And also the brow pencil that I used, I do not recommend that. It came on really thick in some areas. It did blend out easily, but I had to go back in my brows and fix them just because I didn't like the way the brush strokes were. But yeah, those were the products that I tried out. I hope this video was helpful and you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this, and let me know down below what brand of products. I'll be sure to leave a clip here on the end. So the eyeshadow lasted all day. I love it. My highlight is still there. Everything is holding up, letting you know how these wore throughout the day. And stay tuned for the foundation update as well. I will link that video down below, whichever one comes first. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you in my next one. Love you.